Alrighty, we're gonna give a shot at a new place. It's called the Rock Creek Trail. No bikes allowed. Let's see what we got going here. You are here. We're gonna try and make it to the waterfall. I doubt we're gonna make it to the pond or the memorial. Wait a minute. There's two you are here's. I'm hoping this is the you are here. Let's figure it out. It doesn't really tell you because there's two you are here's. Alrighty then. Let's get it going. It looks like a piss house over there. A bench here. And we're on our way, folks. I sure hope that it's the first you are here. There's not a whole lot of bugs, and we can get somewhere cool. Little hiker's sign. There's something here at one time, maybe like a water pump. The Rock Creek Trail. A couple of hikers. So hopefully another sign. Maybe there's a little sign up here. Maybe it'll tell us right where we're at and where we're going. I like how this is kind of widened out here, because I wish they'd come through with a lawnmower though, but beggars can't be choosers. As long as we're not eaten alive by bugs, that's my main concern. Let's see what we got rocking here. Are your shoes clean? You could be spreading invasive species on the trail. I just had a monster spider crawling on me. This is not what I'm fucking looking forward to. Alright. I need to clean the lens on this thing. God damn, was that a big spider. Let's go a little further. If these bugs are still this bad, we're going to flip a bitch and we're going to find a new place to go today. Because fuck this. And yes, fuck this. This is going to be a fall type of place to come. Or a spring place to come. Because fuck this. Holy shit, was that a big spider that just decided that my body was its new home. Alright. Actually, they have a shoe cleaner on the bottom of there. Yeah, that was a quick one. Fuck this place. Maybe we'll head to Kankakee State Park since we're pretty close to it. I know I was there one winter. We'll take a gander at what we got over there and we'll give this fucking game show another try. Because fuck this. I'm already getting spiders on me. I'm already getting fucking bugs. And as they say in living color, homie, don't play that. Fuck that. Alright, we're going to cut this video short and we're just going to have to splice it to the next video if in fact I do end up somewhere where I can hike today. HBJ, and I'm fucking out. Okay, now we're at Kankakee State Park. We got the building there when we come back. Oak Grove parking lot and shelter. We got swing sets over there. We're gonna take a walk and figure this place out. Alright, we got something up here we're gonna check out. We're gonna go right across the lawn. There's a lot of people who come here for fishing and shit like that. We're gonna check this place out. Been here before in the winter time, or maybe even in the fall, but god damn, bugs everywhere. This place sucks. Places with woods suck in the summertime. I tell you. I'm telling you. So here we go. Flip the selfie station. You could take a selfie with Smokey the Bear. Set your phone on this ledge. Open your camera, set your timer, hurry and say cheese. And share it with the Kankakee River. You can go fishing down there. Kankakee River. Another fishing spot, I'm assuming. I really need to clean my fucking lens. Everything's getting fucking shit on this fucking phone. Danger. Steep cliffs. That's the Kankakee River, folks. Over there you got a bunch of Eddies and Freddies. As Big Jermishmeal would say. Got to be careful if you're in your kayak or your boat. Those Eddies and Freddies will get you. They'll get you every time. You got these rock formations, which is pretty cool. I'm assuming this is the same shit that they built what's it called on Joliet Prison. Got to be careful, because if you fall, you're probably going to break shit. It's very shallow down there. You might die. So, constantly running water going that way. Oh, fucking shit. Still probably too busted up to be climbing on shit like this. But yeah, you can go down there. You can go down, probably walk to that little baby island. I would assume you could probably go swimming in this motherfucker if you camp at this place. I'm assuming this water isn't that bad. Could be wrong, but it's a river nonetheless. Yeah, we'll make our way back up and we'll fucking start a trail somewhere. And then on the way back, we'll check the Kankakee Rock. How's it going? Living the dream. So we're going back down. Fucking old, too old for fucking steps. I need to fix this ankle, and I need to do it yesterday. This ankle's starting to piss me the fuck off, and it's gonna fucking impede on my summer. There's Smokey again. Only you can prevent forest fires. So we'll go this way. I think that leads to a certain bridge, so why don't we check this way today? And maybe on the way out, we'll check the welcoming station. I don't know if it's open, or if it still was open, or could be open, or would be open, but we'll check it out, because when I was here last, it definitely was not open. 5.5 mile marker. Who knows where it starts? Probably the other parking lot. In memory of C.A. Bert Stevens, founded this park. Born 1948 to 68, he was 20 years old. Wowzers, he founded a park and only lived to be 20. This memorial erected by his friends in dedication to service rendered to a park that he rendered service to in the short 20 years of his life. Just goes to show, age don't mean a fucking thing. Do something with your life. There. We'll come up on this little S-wind. I don't know if there's paths here or where this leads to. But if I have to, I'll go back. There's an island out there. It would be cool as fuck to swim to, but I don't know if it's cool to swim in the Kankakee River. I'm not going to test that theory, even if I Google it. I'm not sure that it'd be a good theory to test, unless you're camping here, because there are areas you could camp here and stay. It's a state park, I'm sure. I know there was a place somewhere around here, I think it was up the road, where they had areas to camp, where they had places like fire pit stations and shit like that. Here's a big ass outdoor pisser. It's got a propane tank. So these type of trails I'm kind of cool with, because there's, in the summertime, minimum bugs. There you go, there's the propane, there's the pisser, and you got scenery, man. It's like that other trail where I was fucking attacked, brutally attacked. Almost took me down by that spider minutes into starting a trail. Fucking, I don't know what that is. That's probably some kind of pump station there. It's all fenced off, I'd assume. Yeah, you don't get that shit in the fall, and maybe a little in the spring, but not so much in the spring. No BRCs today. I had physical therapy this morning, so I was drinking the shit out of my BRCs. I always do during physical therapy, just to wake my ass up that early in the morning, because I get there pretty early. What do we got over here? A little trail. Like I've always said, fishermen know how to get to the water. But yeah, I already had the BRC for the day. Little area where they could get to the water and fish. We got a sign over there, not sure, probably talks about the fucking bugs and bullshit they got over there. Looks like just a bunch of extra parking and extra areas to go. They had a couple parks here, right when you first pull in. They got swings and shit. And they got, like I said, the welcoming center. I don't know what the hours on that sumbitch are, but yeah, it's another parking lot. And this shit goes way the fuck back there. We're gonna find out how far. Because if this is the same place I was at one time, I don't want to go across that big green bridge. I'll do that another time when the ankle's better and I can move faster. But, yeah. There's a bunch of parking for now, and there's actually cars way the fuck back there. There's the island we saw way back there. We'll see what we got to rant about today. There's plenty of things, but once we figure out what's going on down this way, we'll start the process along. As of right now, still in exploration mode. Sign that says harvesting mussels is prohibited. Apparently you can't go and catch mussels or clams or whatever. I don't know why that would be. If they're there, you should be able to grab them, unless they're poisoned. There is a place that I found out about today, watching a video while I was on the elliptical at physical therapy, and it said it was talking about where the Manhattan Project started. If you don't know what the Manhattan Project is, the Manhattan Project is the atomic bomb, which ended up in New Mexico, but apparently it started in Willow Springs, Illinois. So the people that were running it took over an old golf course in a forest preserve district area and ran the first tests. When they were done, they just fucking exploded all the concrete and buried it. Poured concrete over the top of it and put sod and grass over the top of that. In the 1980s, I think they said, they went back in there and checked the levels of radiation and they were not the greatest, because like all the animal carcasses that they used for tests and all the things that they used that had radiation, they just buried. Mass burials. And they're still there. They're just underground. There's actually a big rock there that has written on it, "Do not dig," which I have never seen anybody come to a forest preserve district and just start fucking digging. But if you know the history of the place, you just might. With that being said, like, it'd be cool to check out. I don't know about now, because it's kind of, from the videos I saw, it's kind of open and closed area. It might be another one of those spring fall places. I'll have to do a little more research on it, because all the bullshit and bugs and shit that's all around. But if it is, it'll be definitely on the bucket list for this fall. We'll check it out. We'll take videos of the signs and the big rock that does the memorial to the fucking original site for the Manhattan Project. So I think it's a pretty cool piece of history that would be cool to check out and see it in person. I don't know how far this motherfucking trail I'm on goes, but we're just gonna keep going. I got a Gatorade on me. It's getting kind of fucking hot and warm now, but nonetheless, it's liquid. And we're just gonna keep it going. There is shit flying everywhere right now. I don't know if I just entered a fucking asshole zone or what, but once we get to this turnaround point up here, I think it's just a turnaround point. I gotta turn around anyways. Then we'll go back to the car. We'll check out the parks. We'll check out the welcome station. Possibly, if it's even open. We'll get an idea of this place. It's somewhere we'll definitely be coming back to. Maybe we'll even cross over in the other area where they have the green bridge. Just knock over the green bridge. So I think they got other shit over there, if I remember correctly, as well. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna turn around up here by the. This place just keeps going and going and going. You got a nice covered area over here. We'll stop right over by it, and that's where we'll turn around. Another parking lot over here. Another outdoor pisser over here. And another pavilion. You can barbecue. They got barbecues. They got garbage cans. Garbage cans in the parking lot. That's when you like to see a place nice and well kept and clean. When they make the attempt to keep the place that way, then it just becomes whether these cocksuckers want to make it that way. We got a vehicle over here, which is probably the perfect spot to turn around anyways. So I'm not going to keep walking down there. Pretty interesting vehicle. Knocking down trees. It's a bike rack. Doorbell alarm. A little update on the good old watch. Alright. Turning around. We're going to head back, and when we get back, we're going to cross and check the other area out, and then head back to the car. Call that a day. Kankakee State Park, though, I mean, you got pissers over there, too. I mean, there's pissers everywhere. If you really got to go, you don't have to go in the woods. I don't know about shitting in those things. I'd always bring my own shit paper. I have for a long time, since I was on a job site once that ran out of shit paper. And there was a guy I was working with at the time, Billy Torres, who said, I was a young kid back then. He said, man, it's always a good idea to bring shit paper with you, because you never know what these fucking toilets look like. And I've been on so many jobs since then where the porta shitters have no shit paper, or they're all fucked up, and you got to put layer upon layer upon layer on these cocksuckers. And I always have wet wipes and shit paper. You always got to have them with you. Yeah. So I always keep them in the car. They're clearing out this area probably of all dead shit, because they don't want to start a fire. A lot of this shit looks dead. You can see by the bottom of the trees. Looks like it's being eroded away. These are state parks, so the shit's probably been here since the beginning of time, I'm guessing. It's going. All right. Nice and shady too. It's hotter than piss out, and it's humid as fuck. We're by a body of water, which is probably raising the humidity, and it's the shade and the little breeze I got going is really helping at the moment. But I'm sure once I get over there and I'm stuck back into the fucking sun, it's gonna get bad. How's it going? It's always common courtesy to say hey to people who are passing. And if you're on a trail and you're coming up on someone, let them know that you're passing them. It's just courtesy. You always stay to the right, like you're fucking driving in a car. There's people who annoy the living fuck out of me, and the only way you ever kind of break that is if you're on a bicycle or you're passing somebody, you kind of can go a little left. But to me, it's fucking just spoken, and it's understood, and it's courtesy that you always go on the right. We drive on the right side. We walk on the right side. That way when somebody passes you, they go in the opposite direction. They're on their right side as well. This isn't fucking Europe. We don't drive on the wrong side of the fucking road. So, all right. Making pretty good time today. Walking pretty decent distances. If I didn't have this jerk off ankle, maybe do a little airborne shuffle through here, but I am pretty motherfucking far away from being able to do that at the moment. Little drainage area they got rocking. That river. Be cool to see the different tributaries of this river. And by tributaries, I don't mean the basic thought of them like the I think, if I'm not wrong, a tributary is like an extension of the river, something like a break off of the river going into a different river or a small body of water. And my idea of a tributary is like different areas that the water would pass, like how we got here is Kankakee State Park. Yes, it's just the fucking river and it's just passing through the park, but this is a place you could come check out the river itself. A place that it's just an area where you can see the river, experience the river, all that fun shit. And I'm sure there's millions of spots where that's the case, but like I always like shit like that because it makes walks and hikes more interesting that way. Here's the sign we passed in the first time. It says, Kankakee River is closed to clamming. Per rule 830.20. Fishing regulations prohibit from taking of mussels even for bait or personal consumption. Minimum fine is $100. North America's richest of pearly freshwater mussels are unique. 300 different species of mussels. Now, I understand trying to save the mussels, but motherfucker, if they're for, fucking bug, if they're for personal, if you're gonna use them as bait to catch something else to eat, catching fish, yeah, fuck it. If you're gonna use them to throw in a pot, make some pasta, or eat them however the motherfuck you eat them, because I don't, I think they're nasty. Tastes like wet boogers in the wintertime. But, a little upended fucking tree. But if that's your bag, and you eat mussels, gotta get them from somewhere, man. And I don't understand why it's illegal. Maybe I'll look up that code one day and figure out if they have an explanation as to why it's illegal. It doesn't make sense to me. Got away with a lot of the trail not dealing with bugs, but they're starting to come. So if you see the camera do one of those numbers, that means there's bugs. And I can't reach them. I need both hands. So, coming up on that big pisser again by that pump, which means we're coming up on the car pretty close. And then we'll hit the other direction, see what we got rocking. And then we'll come back over, get to the car, and maybe see if the welcome station's open and what it's all about. Because there's no sense in coming somewhere if you're not gonna give it the full experience. I'm not gonna get on the swing set. I'm not gonna go to the park. I'm not a fucking child. I would do a swing set. I do like swinging. But everything else, it's a big, hard no. And I'm here not to be fat no more. I'm here to get into shape. And that's what we're doing. When I started doing this years ago, I used to call out different buddies from the military who were no longer enlisted and say, hey, get the fuck out and start doing something. There's a propane. Here's the pissers. Got a light up there in case you can't see where the pissers are. Little bike rack. This would be actually a pretty good area to bike. Because it is blacktop, I could have probably went 5 times further than I was if I had my bike. I don't have a bike, but had a bike. God damn, that fly is biting the living fuck out of me. It needs to go away. Stay away. Back at the swings. Coming up on, there's the river again. Interesting to see those rock formations. I wonder if they are limestone. God damn, these biting flies are fucking pissing me off now. And they're following me. If I get bit one more motherfucking time, I'm just making it to the car. Fuck this. It's not worth it if I keep getting bit. God damn. Hit that bridge over there. Hit the other side. See what we got cooking. Back at the Memorial Rock. Coming up on the Smokey the Bear selfie station. I mean, spring and fall, this would definitely be another perfect place to come. when you're still in a t-shirt and shorts, but all this shit isn't alive, or it's starting to be unalive, which it's like a sore dick, you can't beat it. So like, there's a car coming this way. I think that's from where the other place is. You got another pisser over there in a playground. Once we get around these trees, give it another fucking shot. Here's the playground. Yeah. Got the little bridge here. We'll get through this bitch. We'll come around the bend and we'll see what's on the other side. If it's too far, I ain't in the mood to walk. If I'm getting eaten still by these cocksucking biting flies. Here we go, some more rocks. Water carving it out. Protect Kankakee, our state park, our river, our environment. Data centers. Oh, there we go. Talking about data centers. That's a big thing here in Illinois, people. Not really too happy about data centers and the clean water that it takes to cool off the data centers. Which, each to their own. Some people find them awesome. Some people find them necessary. Some people think they're shit. And I don't know much about them either way to make any kind of fucking decision to sound in any way intelligent or not. Narrow bridge. We're going to take this. We're going to check out what's up there. And then probably flip a bitch because I don't feel like walking over there. But we still might anyways. Because I think if I remember correctly, this trail here winds around. If I remember correctly. It's been a long time since I've been here. Didn't get too much walks out last year because I got hurt at the last week of August. Little lookout up here. And then it does wind around, and we will check that out. Get a tight grip. You could smell the fish. This wouldn't be a bad spot to fish. This is a big ass motherfucking river. And I'm sure there's tons of fish in this motherfucker. Yeah. See if once this winds around we get to the spot. If not, we'll flip a bitch and we'll call it a day. Already sitting on 18,500 steps for the day. So, not entirely too worried about the exercise, but at the same time, there's never too much, especially when you're trying not to be fat. Here we go. We're gonna come over here, we'll check this little area out, and we'll flip the bitch and we'll go back. Looks like over here there's a couple more gazebos, a couple more pissers, another park, another big ass parking area, another trail, which would be much better in the fall and spring. This might be a place to come with the fishing pole to check out. There's the park up there, gazebo on the right, parking lot over there, two pissers and another gazebo right there. Alright, we're going to call this far enough because we could just keep going that way. But you kind of get the gist of it. Pretty cool place you could bring your family to. If you so choose. And there's shit to do here. There's parks. There's hiking trails. You could bike here. Family brings their bicycles. All sorts of stupid fucking shit. So, might even be camping. There's fishing. You just can't collect mussels, apparently. That's a thing. And, yeah, there's plenty of shit to do at a place like this. Again, I feel like it's more open to the spring and fall, which are the best times to hike anyways. If you're gonna hike in the summer, you want to hike in open areas where you ain't got to worry too much about bugs. At the worst, you worry about fucking snakes and stupid shit that you could spot and just avoid. Places like this that are paved over with paved trails are pretty ideal because they give you your own paths, and they also have cutout paths that you could explore at different points of the year. You can even do it in the summer, but the chances of getting eaten alive by bugs are much higher. Just like when I was on that other part of the path, and that motherfucking bite and fly, it had something for me, because it just wouldn't leave me alone. And them biting flies, I'll tell you what, man, that's a son of a bitch, and they're annoying, and they don't stop, and they follow you. I remember being on the Tennessee River with the boys, and one of the times we went, man, holy motherfuck of God, we got attacked by biting flies right at the start of the motherfucking journey down the river. Made for a pretty shit start, but once we got going, it wasn't so bad. Never was. Boating and kayaking with the boys was always a fun time. Something I always enjoyed. Having some beers and God damn it, and enjoying time on the river. On me. I didn't even know that. Fuck's wrong with me? I was videotaping myself. Couldn't even fucking bring it far enough back to fucking show my motherfucking face. I apologize for that. Hadn't looked at the phone in a while. But we're coming back across the bridge with the anti-data center paper. And just on the other side of the bridge, we got the car. So we're gonna get to cross the bridge, go right to the car, and check out the welcome center and get what's known as the fuck out of here. So, Kankakee State Park. There's the little kiddie park. It's got slides, got some little shit to climb on, steering wheel, tic-tac-toe. I'd call this at least at a minimum a B, at the very minimum. So we're at the car. This is the HB